Now we are going to see the exercise number 2b, compound interest. Okay, the first question is calculate the difference between the simple interest and compound interest on rupees 4,000, that is in 2 years at 8% per annum compounded yearly. Okay, we'll see the solution. Okay, principal amount is 4,000. Rate of interest 8%. 8% means it's nothing but 0.08. Okay, period 2 years. First, we need to calculate the simple interest. Simple interest formula is PRT by 100. So 4,000 into P means principal. 4,000 into R by 100. You can write it as 8 by 100 or 0.08 into time period 2 years. Okay, so the simple interest is 640. Now we need to calculate the compound interest, but in this exercise we are going to calculate the compound interest without formula. So for each and every year we need to calculate. So for the first year, the principal amount is 4,000 into rate of interest 0.08 is equal to 320. This is the compound interest. Actually, compounded annually or compounded half yearly means that interest will be calculated, and that interest will be added to the principal amount for the next year. The amount will be taken as the principal. Okay, here 320 we got. So 4,000 plus 320, 4,320. For the second year, we need to take this 4,320. Okay, we are not supposed to take this 4,000. Okay, because this is compounded annually. So it means every year the interest is added to the principal amount. Okay, then for the next year, for the coming year, that amount will be calculated, will be kept as principal. Then we need to calculate the compound interest for that amount. So here we are taking 4,320 into rate of interest 0.08, we'll get 345.60. This is for the second year. Okay, the principal amount we used is 4320. So we need to add 4320 plus 345.60. Okay, this is the interest rate for the second year. So we'll get 4,665.60. Okay, only now if we want to know only compound interest, then we need to subtract the um, initial amount, initial principal from the amount. That is from 4,665.60 minus 4,000. That's 4,000. Okay, we'll get 665.60. Here now the difference in the difference between simple interest and compound interest is, here it is 665.60. Simple interest is 640. So the difference is 25.60. Okay, we'll see the next sum. A man lends 12,500 rupees, 12,500 at 12% for the first year, at 15% for the second year, and at 18% for the third year. If the rates of interest are compounded yearly, find the difference between compound interest of the first year and the compound interest for the third year. Here we need to find out the difference between compound interest of the first year and the compound interest for the third year. We'll see the solution. Principal amount 12,500. Rate of interest for the first year 12%. It's nothing but 0.12. Compound interest for the first year 12,500 into 0.12, 1,500. This is the compound interest. Amount will be 12,500 plus this 1,500, so 14,000. Rate of interest for the second year 15%. So we need to take this 14,000 amount as a principal. Okay, 14,000 into 15%. Okay, we'll get 2,100. So amount will be 14,000 plus this 2,100. So we'll get 16,100. Rate of interest for the third year, it is 18%. Now we need to calculate the interest for the third year. Okay, third year. So um, the amount what we got here, no, 16,100. That we will take it as a principal amount. So 16,100 into 0.18 is equal to 2898. Amount in the third year, okay, 16100. This is the principal amount plus 2898, 8998. Okay, so just we need to find out the difference between the compound interest for the first year and the compound interest for the third year. For the first year, the interest rate is 1,500. For the third year, the interest rate is 2898. So 2898 minus 1,500, we'll get 1,398. Third question. The sum of money is lent at 8% per annum compounded interest. Okay, if the interest for the second year exceeds that for the first year by 96, by rupees 96, find the sum of money. Okay, principal amount we need to find out here. Rate of interest 8%. Okay, then compound interest for the first year, that is where we need to find out. So here I'll tell you one easy method. Just for example, we'll consider amount is 1,000. Compound interest for the first year, 1,000 into 0.08, we'll get 80 rupees. Okay, so amount will be 1,000 plus 80, 1,080. Compound interest for the second year, 1,080 into, because this amount will go as a principal, 1,080 into 0.08. We'll get 86.40. Difference of compound interest. Here, the difference between compound interest for the first year and second year is 86.40 minus 86.40. So here just I'm using the unitary method. If the difference is 640, amount will be 1,000, because for 640, 6.40, I have taken the example sum as 1,000. So here I'm using unitary method. If the difference is 6.40, the amount will be 1,000. So if the difference is 96, this is given. Amount will be 96 into 1,000 divided by 6.40. You will get 15,000. We'll see the next question. Fourth one, a man borrows rupees 6,000 at 5% compound interest per annum. If he repays 1,200 at the end of each year, find the amount of the loan outstanding at the beginning of the third year. Okay, we'll see how we can solve this problem. Borrowed amount is 6,000. Interest is 5%, that is 0.05. Compound interest for the third year, compound interest for the first year, 6,000 into 0.05 will get 300. So amount will be 6,300. 6,000 plus 300. Okay, amount after repaying every he is repaying the amount 1,200 every year. Okay, so we need to minus 1,200 from 6,300. We'll get 5,100. Amount at the beginning of the second year, 5,100 into, we have to calculate the compound interest. No, for that we are multiplying it with 0.05. We'll get 255. So amount will be this 5,100 plus 255, 5,355. After returning 1,200, the amount will be 5,355 minus 1,200. We'll get 4,155. So the outstanding amount at the beginning of the third year is 4,155 rupees. Okay, we'll see the fifth sum. Just I'll show you the question. A man borrows rupees 5,000 at 12% compound interest payable every 6 months. Here it is compounded half yearly. half yearly. I mean once in 6 months. He repays 1,800 at the end of every 6 months. 6 months. Calculate the third payment he has to make at the end of 18 months in order to clear the entire loan. We'll see how we can solve this problem. First, we need to find the compound interest for the first 6 months. Okay, so the amount is 5,000 into rate of interest 12%, that is 0.12. Okay, divided by 2 I have given. Why? Here it means 5,000 into 0.12 into half, because 1 year 6 months means half year. That's why we are multiplying it with half. Okay, there is only one, no? So I left it. Here I have given divided by 2. The interest rate will be 300. Amount will be 5,000 plus 300, 5,300. Amount returned every 6 months, he is returning 1,800. So 5,300 minus 1,800, 3,500 at the end of 6 months. Okay. Compound interest for the next 6 months, we need to take this amount as a principal, 3,500 into 0.12 divided by 2, because here also we are dividing it by 2 because the interest is calculated half yearly. Sorry, the interest is compounded half yearly. Okay, 3,500 into 0.12 by 2. So we'll get 2,210. Amount will be 3,500 plus 210 is equal to 3,710. After returning the amount, after returning 1,800, okay, you just write 1,800 here. Oh, sorry. After returning 1,800, that slide I'm not able to pick up. We'll go to the sixth sum. Okay, you just see the calculation. That's it. If we need to minus the amount 1,800, then again we need to calculate the compound interest for the next 6 months. So we need to find out the amount at the end of 18th month. 18th month. Okay, because in it is compounded half yearly, no? So 18th month we need to find out the interest that I calculated. You see in the calculation fifth sum. Okay, because I can't go back. That is the problem. Okay. Here, sixth one, we'll see the sixth sum. On a certain sum of money, the difference between the compound interest for a year, payable half yearly, here also payable half yearly, and the simple interest for a year is 180. Find the sum lent out if the rate of interest in both the cases is 10% per annum. Here, actually, one is simple interest, another one is compound interest. Simple interest is calculated for a whole 1 year, but compound interest we need to calculate for half year. Okay, we'll see how we can solve this problem. Principal amount. We need to find out difference between compound interest and simple interest, 180 rupees. Rate of interest, okay, 10%. So just we'll write this formula. Simple interest is equal to PRT by 100. Okay, P means principal or rate, or then T means time period. Okay, let us consider the amount 1,000. Just for the example, I am telling 1,000. Okay, so simple interest for 1,000 will be 100. So the amount is 1,100 per year. Okay, compound interest for the this is the simple interest. Now we need to find out the compound interest for the same 1,000. 1,000 into 0.10 divided by 2 because it is compounded half yearly. So we are dividing it by 2. We'll get 50. Okay, amount will be 1,050. For another 6 months, again amount will be 1,102.50. Okay, so now we can find out the difference. Okay, we need to subtract the second equation's result. No, we need to subtract 1100 from 1102.50. So the difference is 2.50. Okay, now we need to calculate if 2.50, here I'm using unitary method. If 2.50 is the difference of compound interest and simple interest when amount is 1000. So if the difference is 180, what will be the amount? So 180 into 1000 divided by 2.50 will get 72,000. Okay, we solved it. Seventh sum. A manufacturer estimates that his machine depreciates by 15% of its value at the beginning of the year. Find the original value of the machine if it depreciates by rupees 5,355 during the second year. Okay, we need to find out the original cost of the machine. We'll see how we can solve this one. A machine depreciates each year by 15%. In the second year, it is depreciated by 5,355. What is the cost of the machine? Okay, let us consider the cost of the machine. Like last time, how we consider, no? Like that, you consider the amount is 1000 rupees. Depreciated by 15%. So depreciation value 150. So here this is compounded, but even though here we should subtract this amount from the principal because it is the depreciation value. So 1000 minus 150 will get 850. In the second year, depreciation will be 850. This amount only we have to take as the principal. 850 into 0.15. Okay, we'll get 127.50. So in the second year, if depreciation is 127.50, the amount is 1000. So if the depreciation is 5355, the amount will be 5355 into 1000 divided by 127.50. Again, here I am using unitary method. Okay, the original cost of the machine is 42,000. Will solve the eighth sum. A man invests rupees 5,600 at 14% per annum compounded interest for 2 years. Calculate the interest for the first year, the amount at the end of the first year, the interest for the second year, correct to the nearest rupee. Okay, we'll see how we can solve this one. Oh, sorry, again 10th question has come. We'll see first. We'll see 9. Eighth one. Principal amount is 5,600. Rate of interest is equal to 14%. Time 2 years. Compound interest for the first year 5,600 into 0.14 784. So interest for the first year 784. The amount will be 5,600 plus 784 6384. The interest for the second year, okay. The interest for the second year 6384 into 0.14 894. Okay, here we are getting 893.76, but we need to round it to nearest rupee. So here, nearest rupee, you know how to round it, 893.76. If this place we should consider first, if this is 5 or above 5, this will become 8. Okay, again we should consider this place. Same rule. If the number is 5 or above 5, this will come as 4. 894. Okay. Okay. Next, ninth sum. A man saves 3,000 every year and invests it at the end of the year at 10% compound interest. Calculate the total amount of his savings at the end of the third year. Principal amount. Okay. How much he is saving? 3,000. Rate of interest 10%. Amount will be 3,000 into 10% means 0.10, 300. Amount at the end of the first year 3,300 because we need to add it to the principal amount. Again for the second year 3,300 into, sorry, amount he saves every year is 3,000. So amount at the end of the first year will be 3,300 plus amount at the beginning of the second year 3,300 plus another 3,000 because every year he is saving 3,000 rupees. No, so 3,000 plus 3,300 will get 6,300. Okay, then amount for the third year 6,300 into 0.10630. Amount will be 6,300 plus 630. Okay, we'll get 6,930. Again, third year, one more saving, 3,000 he'll save, no? So the total amount at the end of the year is 9930. Okay. Then 10th question. A man borrows rupees 10,000 at 5% per annum compounded interest. He repays 35% of the sum borrowed at the end of the first year and 42% of the sum borrowed at the end of the second year. How much must he pay at the end of the third year in order to clear the debt? Okay. Borrowed amount is 10,000. Rate of interest 5%. Okay. Compound interest for the first year we need to calculate, that is 10,000 into 0.05, we'll get 500. Amount will be 10,000 plus 500, 10,500. Amount returned in the first year is 35% of the sum borrowed. So 35 percentage of not this amount, 35 percentage of this 10,000. 35 percentage of 10,000. So 10,000 into 0.35 will get 3,500. He repay 3,500. So balance amount we need to find out. That is total amount in the first year is 10,500 minus whatever amount he repays. No, that we need to write. That is 3,500. So 10,500 minus 3,500 is equal to 7,000. For the second year, again we need to calculate the compound interest. That will get 350. Then this is the 7,000 is the remaining amount. No, 7,000 only we have taken it as a principal for the second year. So 7,000 plus 350. We are adding compound interest here. So the amount becomes 7,350. Money return. Second year, how much he is returning? 42% of the sum borrowed. That is 42% of not the sum, 42% of 10,000. So we need to find out 42% of 10,000, how much? It is 4,200. So balance amount in the second year, 4,200, he must have returned. He might have returned, isn't it? 4,200. So we need to subtract 4,200 from 7,350. We'll get balance amount is 3,150. Okay. For the third year, again balance amount, compound interest we need to calculate on the balance amount. 3,150 is the balance amount. 3,150 into 0.05 will get 157.50. Amount will be that we need to add this 157.50 with this 3,150. We'll get 3,307.50. So amount to be paid after third year, the balance amount which he needs to pay is 3,307.50. That's it. We'll see in the next chapter. If you like this video, please subscribe and leave your comments. Okay. Thank you.